Hi, Kai,
So today will be solving a
Vitalis.
challenge on the updating inventory. So we are going to the real life situation. So giving an example, we have a stock, we have our current stock, maybe we have sugars and rice and all that, and then a new stock arrives. So we have to update the previous stock and of course include new stuff that of course we have found worthy to include in our shop. So there is a situation here. We have to arrays the existing stock, which is a 2D array, and the new stock, which is a 2D array. So we assume this is what we have. Maybe we sell phones and electronics and all that. And so this is a new stock that will come in. So I've written the pseudocode. So you write a code, you accept the current and new, then you join the array, we declare the object, and then we loop through the array, we assign, and then we check if it exists, and then we update the current inventory. Then the last steps, of course, will be converting our object back to array and sorting our array according to the item. So let's get started. Uh, Hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes.
Yeah, so the first thing, of course, we will do, we'll concatenate. So we'll join up our array. So just call the array 3, that will be the array 1. Okay, so we concatenate it with the array 2. Then the next step, we declare our object. So shift home, control X.
Mm-hmm.
So we do it here, then we declare our object. So we call our object just obj and it will be empty. Then the next thing, we loop through the array. We use our for each, the for each. Then we take up every entry individually, and then we loop it. And then once we loop it, what we want to do, we want to get the first. So maybe you can console this lookout so that can get the a clear idea on what we'll be doing. So um, so you see we have now it has looped around the arrays. Remember there's a 2D array. So it loops the first
Yeah.
array and then it returns each array. So we need to specify which is which. That's why we are saying the item, of course from our loop, the item is the index 1. So the entry get our index 1. Then the next thing is of course, oh, we get the quantity,
Mm-hmm.
which is index 2. So our entry index 0, sorry. And then the next thing we'll do, of course, we'll check uh, if the object, at this point the object is null. So we'll be assigning values into the object, plus we
Okay.
also check if they exist. So for example, we will check the item since it's the unique one. So every inventory has a unique item which we can use to Google around also. So we are checking. So if it exists, so we are saying if this item exists, of course, what we want to add into it is a quantity. So we
Mm-hmm.
say for at this point the item exists, yes, but there's no quantity. Or maybe the item already exists. Let's say for example the bowling ball. When we
Mm-hmm.
first enter the first bowling ball, the second ball will apply on this loop. So since it exists, we will take our quantity and add it on. So what we are saying,
Yeah.
we are saying add on to the quantity. Okay, so the next thing is of course else, since our array is empty, we need to add this quantity of course to each item. So we add the
Mm-hmm.
quantity as usual, but remember now we are just saying equals the quantity. I've written it wrongly, so I'll copy paste this one here. So at this point We are almost through. So if we console.log the object now, okay, we will have an object assigned, and remember now it's updated, so the quantity is updated. So okay, so I remove these first console so there's no confusion, and run it again, and you'll notice now we can check through our array. So we have the bowling ball. At this point is it
Mhm.
8. So the reason is because the second 67, the new inventory was added on to the previous, which was 21. We have the dirty sock, which is 2, airpin 3. We have an airpin here, which is 2. We add on to become 3. We have the microphone, which is 5. And then we have have eaten apple added, and also the toothpaste added. Okay, right?
Yeah.
So what we want now is not, we don't want an object, we want an array, right?
Mhm.
So we have to find
Mhm.
a way in which you can convert this object to array. So let's
Mhm.
call it array. So what I'll use to convert this, I'll just say object dot entries. So it takes two items. It takes like the index and the next one, and the quantity
Mhm.
that is, and returns it as a form of an array. So at this time
Mhm.
I'll say the object, and then now when you console dot log the array, we'll find our array in form of an array. So you can see it's a 2D array now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
at this point now, there's only one trick left on the art. So we have to sort it, right? It's not good to have an unsorted records. So we say const dot sorted. So at this point, what we are doing, right, we are sorting. Remember, now we are not sorting uh, numerical. If we are sorting numerical, it would be easy.
Yeah.
Just saying a array dot sort. So this is a numerical. So you just have a b, and
A
then
minus B. Yes.
a minus b, right?
Yeah.
We have our array
Yeah.
sorted, but we don't want
Mhm.
to sort the numerical. We want to sort the item, which is a string. So we wonder how can we sort. The good thing is the sort still will sort for us the string, but we have to find a way to do it. So
Mhm.
what we'll do at this point, we'll check. At this moment, you can see the item is index 0, right?
Mhm.
So we use something called local
Mhm.
compare. So it compares with a b0. So if you now console.log are sorted, it will be sorted.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can check it out. You can check it out on
Yeah.
Trick.
Local compare.
Yeah.
All right.
It's for strings
Yeah.
actually. It checks. I think there are different ways to compare strings. There is the
Mhm.
using the three equals. There's the
Mhm.
equals. You can use that one. Another one is local compare. So you can check out what it does. So we use that. So
Okay.
at this point we just return our sorted. So at this moment now
Mhm.
our system can can render an updated stock. So yeah, that was all for today. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.